Hey, you might be watching this video right now because it's at that time of the year where you've been reflecting on the year that's just gone and thinking about the year ahead in terms of what you want to do next year. And with these things in mind, we may be looking for tools and techniques on how to help us plan our goals, get our vision right, and make the most of the year ahead. Make it the best year yet. There's a tool that I've used that I've found phenomenally useful. I got it from one of my mentors a number of years ago, and I religiously use it towards the end of the year to make sure it helps me plan ahead. But not only am I using it to plan ahead in terms of where we're going, but looking about the year that's gone, reflecting on the past, the last few months, what's been happening, what's been working really well, what we maybe need to do differently. So I want you to benefit from this tool. This is something I've shared previously, and I think this is the time of the year we should be using it again. So please make the most of it, utilize the tool, and let me know how you've got on. Now, this is a tool that I learned from one of my mentors a few years ago. And it's something I've been using every year around this time of the year. It's a series of 10 questions. I want to go through those with you and share those with you so you can have a phenomenal new year. Now, I've got some notes on my screen over here. Quite often I don't use notes when I'm doing videos, but in this case, there's quite a lot of questions, so I'm referring to the notes as well. So the first question is to ask yourself, and the first one to think about is, what's the biggest achievement that you had in the year that's already passed? Over the last 12 months, what's been your best achievement? So for me, some of mine have been, and it's not necessarily one achievement, it's achievements. So for me, some of those have been launching the Inner Circle mentoring program. I started early in the year. I was so pleased to kind of get that off the ground and get it started. Something I've been looking to do for a while and just really kind of got sidetracked with it. So I'm so pleased I got that off the ground and started this year. And moving into larger development projects, again, something that's been tinkering around in the background for a while, and that's something I focus on. So that's been another great achievement this year, getting those off the ground. And spending more time with the family. This is something every year I try and ensure that I'm getting better at doing, spending more and more time with my family. I work from home. I'm in my home office at the moment, so it generally means I'm spending time with them anyway. And of course, it's the people around me that make everything happen for me. So my team, of which is about 14 staff right now, it's creating that team and making it gel and work really well. That's been a fantastic achievement for me, trying to get all those people working together. And it's these guys that make everything work for me, because I know I just wouldn't be able to achieve any of the things that I'm doing as well as I could do without that team around me. And it's my team and also people that I partner with and work with as well. So that's been my biggest achievements over the last 12 months. So think about what's been your biggest achievements over the last 12 months, because it's important to be thinking about the year ahead and what we want to do. But I think it's also important to reflect on what's happened and have some gratitude for that as well. So question number 2, what have been the magic moments for you? What have been those defining moments for you that happened in the last 12 months? So for me, my son graduating from university was absolutely an amazing moment for me, seeing him graduate. It was just such a beautiful time for me to experience that. My niece's wedding that happened earlier this year as well, that's just phenomenal time with all the family together as well. And for me, a lot of it is the magic moments are about people and creating those memories, because I think, these are the things that we'll remember in years to come. I'm not such a materialistic person. In a business of creating wealth and making money and helping other people do that as well. For me, what's more valuable are those relationships and those moments you create. So recently having a family holiday in Dubai, where you may have seen the crazy idea of jumping out of a plane for a skydive. That family holiday was amazing, where we were all together. Generally each year I'll have a number of holidays, but it's difficult for us all as a family to go together. And that was an absolutely beautiful time for me. So that was really a magic moment for me. As I said, for me, the magic moments have been people and family. So thinking about for you, what were the magic moments that happened over the last 12 months? And then what roles did you play in the last 12 months? So what I mean by that is, what hats did you wear? What different activities were you responsible for? So for me, being a leader to my team and guiding them and leading them in terms of what we're doing business-wise, the teamwork across various different businesses that I run, and also the students that I support as well, being a leader to them. Being a property developer is a key hat that I wear. That's where most of our income comes from. Being a mentor, as I mentioned, to our students. And a content creator. So right now, sharing this kind of knowledge and experience with you is sharing this content. So these have been the different roles that I've played over the last 12 months. So it's thinking about for you, which hats have you been wearing over the last 12 months? And Then question number 4, and remember, if you want these notes, just either ping me a message or put it in the comments below that you want these, and I'll send you a copy of these because there's quite a lot of questions to remember. There's a total of 10 questions. So question number 4 is, what's the biggest disappointment for you in the last year? Now, for me, I'm just constantly beating myself up about that I'm not doing enough. I should be doing more. You know, I know I'm fairly productive in what I do, but I always feel like there's more to do. I want to do more. The reality is none of us know how long we're going to be on this earth. And I'm not somebody that just likes to put my feet up and just take it very easy. I like to be going all the time. I want to be doing more, being more, having more, you know, creating more moments that are beautiful, those magical moments. So, you know, so the disappointments for me have been, there's a number of business projects I want to get launched and off the ground that haven't happened. So I guess feeling like I just haven't done enough as much as I actually want. That's been a disappointment for me. So think about what's maybe been your biggest disappointments over the last 12 months. And then following on from that, question number 5 is, what's been the lessons that you've learned during the last 12 months? And for me, I think it's related to the last question, where just realizing I can't actually do everything myself, and delegating more to other people around me and the great team I have around me, getting them to do more of what needs to happen, is been really a massive learning that I really need to let go and be able to let other people in the team to do more of these things for me. So question number 6, what's the most important role for you to play in the new year? So we talked about hats that you were wearing over the last 12 months. What hat maybe do you need to be wearing in the next 12 months? For me, there isn't going to be a huge amount of change. I want to be wearing the same hats that I was wearing over the last 12 months. I'll still be focusing on the same things, being a leader for my team, for my students, focusing on the property development projects, being a mentor and a content creator. So I want to wear the same hats. I want to continue to do the same thing I've done in the last 12 months in terms of my core activities. But that may not necessarily be the same thing for you. So thinking about what's the roles that you want to play in the new year. So then question number 7 is, what's your top 3 goals for each of those activities or hats that you wear? Now, in the time that we have, I'm not going to go into 3 goals for each one of those, but I'll just pick one of those. For example, the content creator. So that one of the hats that I want to wear is be able to share more knowledge and more experience with more people, so creating more content. So the 3 goals that I've set for myself in that area is to produce 3 videos a week. So like this, I'm sharing this knowledge experience, to produce at least 3 of these a week here for the next 12 months. And also to focus on the 12-month property training program that I'm putting together, where I'm creating more content for that. So building out the content for that training program, and running events, where more live events where I can connect with more people and share my knowledge and experience and help other people progress in their property journey as well. So those are the 3 goals I've set myself within the content creator hat, if you like, that I'll be wearing. So think about, what are the 3 goals, your top 3 goals for each of the roles that you'll be looking to play over the next year. And then question number 8, what's your overall 5 top goals for the new year? So what goals, your top 5 goals you have for the new year? So mine are the first one is really being the best that I can be in the roles that I've chosen to do, and that the hats that I'm choosing to wear. Really just being the best I can possibly be. And putting together a training and mentoring program which will be the best based on results. And now I've been involved in the property space a long time, as you're probably aware, and I see lots of people going through property training and property education and coming out the other end with actually no results and nothing concrete to show for it, other than a big hole in their pocket for what they paid for the training, the program, but nothing to show for it at the end. I want to create a program which produces results. Results is the thing that we look for when we're looking for knowledge and education. When you go into a training program, you don't look for information, you look for how's that going to help you produce the results that you want. And that's really what I want to focus on. So that's a big goal for me that I'm setting, just to make sure that I've got a program that's going to be producing results. And also want to travel more this year. As I said, I generally take a few holidays each year, but not all the family can go together, school commitments, various things like that. But traveling more, seeing more of the world and creating more of those magic moments. So that's really a big goal for me. And with regards to property projects, securing 3 new large developments, multi-million-pound projects is a goal for the next 12 months. This is as well as the ones that are already in the pipeline at the moment. So the effort and energy is shifting more towards developments in the in my property development business, and also for my letting agency, a goal that I have is to grow that significantly. So I have a HMO letting agency, is probably already one of the largest in Birmingham in terms of HMO management. To grow that significantly by about 50%. That's probably going to be acquiring other letting agencies over the next 12 months. So those are 5 goals that I've got for myself. So think about the 5 goals that you're setting for yourself. That's question number 8. Remember, some people just dive straight into that one. They think about, right, what's my goals for the new year? What are my 5 goals that I'm planning for the next year? But think about it in the context of everything we're speaking about today. So question number 9 is, what's the daily rituals you need to commit to? So what are the things that you need to do on a day-to-day basis? What's the thing that has to happen every day for you to move towards your goals? And for me, I think it's sticking to starting my day nice and early. Generally, I'm somebody that's up very early every morning. Quite often it's about 5 o'clock. I'm up very early. But over the last few weeks, that seems to have slipped a little bit, and my energy levels have slipped a little bit as well. So I've noticed that. And I know I'm much more productive very early in the morning. So I want to make sure I get back into that habit of getting up very early in the morning, getting a lot of the stuff done that I want to do. Quite often when the rest of the team are coming to work, I've already done a good half day's work. And then finally, question number 10, what do we need to stop doing? Now, it's very easy to be thinking about what are the things we need to be doing, what do we need to start doing, but sometimes it's just important to think about what is it that we need to stop doing. What things are we doing that are just not serving us and just not helping us progress and move forward? So for me, I think I just need to stop eating crap food. Sort of weakness for food. I eat way too much chocolate, and this is really not helping and supporting in terms of my gym activity, which is something I started this year. I started going to gym more, I was going to say more regularly. It's the first time I've actually been to a gym since I left school a long time ago. So this year I started that a few months ago, and I've been consistent with that, but my food habits haven't been great, and that's not really been serving me. So that's something I really need to stop doing. And I think it's important to be thinking about what you need to stop doing as well. It's a great time to say, right, this is now something I'm no longer going to do moving forward. And that is just as important as setting those new goals too. So look, if you want a copy of these, there's quite a lot there, and I couldn't remember all myself, so I had to refer to my notes. If you want a copy of the document with all the 10 questions on as well, either just ping me a message or just put it on the comment section below that you want a copy of it, and I'll send it across to you. I'm wishing you an awesome day and absolutely smashing new year. Hopefully this will help you make the new year the best year ever. Thanks so much.